Good evening, everybody, and welcome. My name is Erwin Alvizures, and I am a member of the Jungi Kwan Hapkido and Kuhapto Association here in Chicago. I want to talk a little bit about our syllabus, and there's 102 different techniques, all the way from white belt to get to black belt. And a lot of people talk about they don't like Hapkido because Hapkido has a lot of, it's usually mostly defensive techniques, but every single technique in our syllabus has the same technique can be utilized as a offensive technique. So I have my wife Claudia here trying to help me to explain this right now. We're going to do the first technique in white belt. We're going to do it as the syllabus says of Che Yang Sul Dojanam. So she's going to grab my hand, and this is the original technique that's on the syllabus, and then I will show you my interpretation of this very same technique. So the technique allows for your opponent to grab your hand, and once they grab your hand like so, you open to make a bigger gap in between the fingers. So this is the weak spot of your opponent's grip. So what you do is this stays exactly where it's at, and you step forward, bending your knees slightly to get a better center of gravity and a better balance, so you until you feel comfortable. So once you go there, as you can see, this stays in place again, and then you move in forward, and then once you're here, you start moving. So don't move just your hand like so. You're gonna move your shoulder as well to help assist you with the push. So you're gonna push with your shoulder and your arm, and you go forward in a corkscrew motion like so. So you go in, and that allows for you to release from the grip. Now, that is the original technique. Now, my interpretation of that, as far as offensive technique goes, she's still there. She's still she's still your opponent. She's still attacking you or verbally or whatever. But you want to do something instead offensive more so than defensive, because honestly, no, it's going to be very often that women are grabbed like this, but men are not. Men are not going to be grabbed like that. So you want to do something with this technique. You can utilize this technique as an offensive, and this is the way we're going to do it. So the same way as I approached in the defensive technique to do the corkscrew, you step in forward. Okay, so once you step in forward, you get to a certain certain space between your opponent and yourself, and then you push your hand this way to get it out of the way, just like you would on the offensive, the defensive technique. But instead, you're gonna, so from a lower stance, you go and you approach your opponent like so, and then you're gonna push. But not only you're gonna push that way, but you're also gonna push up. And then what happens is your opponent loses balance. So you're gonna push your opponent away, and then you're gonna strike in the groin area. So I'm gonna, if this material is useful for you, please let me know in the comments below. I will hit the like button and subscribe. That's the way I'm gonna know that people are interested in this material. If you are, I will continue with every single technique all the way up to black belt. And thank you very much. Have a good day.